For our crew, the work never stops. Long before the season, we're preparing for the fall. Food plots are planted, tree stands are hung, and anticipations are high. As trail cameras begin to tell the story of the new year, we begin to identify the deer we seek to pursue. For the elite few, a name is given. This is a story of Zeus.
Well, this is where it all starts pretty much for the year for me. We're here in Arkansas. It's almost July, and I'm a little early this year to doing what we're doing today, but I usually get out and get my cameras rolling around the 4th of July. That's just when we're starting to get some decent growth on some of these horns, these deer growing, so it's about time where you can kind of tell what you've got. So we're actually headed out right now to a farm that has been absolutely awesome to us the last couple years, and change some batteries out and some cameras and get things rolling. We're already starting our deer hunt, basically. I mean, this is when it starts. This is when we start finding deer, we start looking at deer, we start preparing. We've got spring food plots we've been working on. This is kind of when we start mapping out our season, what deer we might be going after. And we get to get our families involved, you know. We got fall food plots will be coming up here just around the corner. We're prepping ground, getting ready for for planting those fall food plots. But this time of year right here is just as important as the time spent in a tree when it actually comes time to hunt. I leave Tuesday to go on an elk hunt and won't be back till like the 20th of October, so we've got basically 2 days to get this done. Should have already been done, but we had a ton of rain this summer and the armyworms were awful in August, and then it got dry in September, and we just kind of been waiting, but we got to get it done now, or we're not going to get it done. We got to get this Whitetail Institute stuff to the ground so we can kill a big buck.
Strutting Buck is being brought to you by Big & J. The aroma is super strong, the range is super long. Quiet Cat Electric Bikes. Visit quietcat.com and enter your chance to win. Go remote, where the undiscovered awaits. And High Mountain Seasonings. Make the most out of your game meat.
No stinking ticks. You want me to spray you? This is where it all began last year with Zeus. I got my first pictures of him in, I think it was the end of August, first part of September, right here in this little hidey-hole food plot. It sure changed the course of my season. I had big plans of hunting some other places, and I got pictures of him, and pretty much all my focus went to this farm right here. And this Zeus deer, he was a lot different than the hurricane buck that I killed out of here last year. That deer last year was very visible. I mean, I was getting a lot of pictures of him. He was kind of in the same area, and all the way up to season, he didn't change very much. And I had a lot of confidence last year going into the season that I was gonna get a shot at that hurricane buck at some point early in the year. I just freaking hammered a stud. I mean, a stud of a buck. He is down right there. I'm talking about freaking hammer. He is a hammer now. Oh my God. So this food plot here was a Whitetail Institute Oats Plus plot. So it's mainly got oats in it. There's a little bit of wheat in it also, and some triticale. One thing I like to do in my plots, especially this is a fall annual plot. Every year it goes into that. But instead of coming in here and working it up and bush hogging it and keeping it clean, what we've done is we've left this product to head out, and these deer will come in here and feed on this up to a certain point. So we've just kind of let it head out and let it be, and then we'll come in here in a month or so and bush hog this down and get it prepped for another planting this fall.
Strut Buck is being brought to you by Swagger, the bipod with moves, Nikon, the trusted name in optics, covert scouting cameras, see what you've been missing, and Buck Bomb, explosive results.
Well, this is where it all went down for both deer that I killed on this farm. The Zeus buck was a little bit different. Like I said, he wasn't showing up on trail camera. I'd never gotten a daylight picture of him until the day before I killed him, and I purposely made myself not hunt this deer very much. As bad as I wanted to, I just didn't feel like the deer was moving in the daytime much at all, and felt I would be messing it up more than I would be having a chance at killing the buck. So when I got the first daylight picture of him, I immediately called and took off work and started hunting him, and it didn't take long. The very next morning, Matt and I were in a tree, and it went down.
Wow. We're back in the tree. I've been gone for a little over a week for work. This farm is really lighting up. I got yesterday morning, I got the first picture of my big deer Zeus. I got a picture of him in the daylight. So, these big deer are getting on their feet in the daytime now. Leaves are changing like crazy. About 32 degrees this morning. Northwest wind. We're in the same set where I killed a hurricane last year early. Zeus has been using the other end of this food plot. I got about 5 pictures of him at night last week on it, so he's on the move. We're gonna settle in here and see what happens. We got about 3 bucks or so that we'll shoot if they give us a chance. Hang in there with us. Dad's checking calves this morning.
Strut Buck is being brought to you by Hunter Safety System. Saving lives is what we do. Quiet Cat Electric Bikes. Visit quietcat.com and enter your chance to win. Scent Crusher. Scent off, game on. And the Tour 12 podcast, inspiring others to live their passion.
We're at.
That's something.
Where'd he go?
He's running to the field.
Go down, go down, go down, go down, go down, go down.
He's done.
Yes.
He's done. You smoked
Go
him.
down.
You smoked him.
Oh my God,
You
Matt. We just killed a giant Arkansas buck, dude.
You just smoked him. Good night.
Oh
He's right there.
my gosh. That's him. That's Zeus. We just killed Zeus. Oh my gosh. Biggest buck of my life I killed on November the 9th. Here we are, November the 9th. I almost smashed him right there. That is a stud. Oh my gosh, dude.
He's done.
That's him.
He's done.
Oh man, I worked so hard for that deer. Dude, he's piled up on the road. I drew here because I thought he was gonna come around the corner and he came this way, so I had to let down and come here and draw again. He's done.
Get here, what is it?
It's because the big old freaking horns got him cocked up there. My gosh. Oh my gosh, I gotta text Tease.
Brandon.
Matt, that's him. That I got the first daylight picture that I've ever gotten of that deer yesterday on the other side of this farm. But I've had a lot of pictures of him up here in this food plot at night here in the last 4 days. And the wind was right for this, so this is where we came, and 10 yards, baby. What's pretty cool about this is Matt. So I have a lease in Oklahoma also, and he was planning on going with me out there in a week or so. So this was kind of a trial run hunt for him. He had never been behind the camera in a tree stand before. So we were basically, this was a practice hunt, and little did he know it was probably one of the most important hunts he'd ever filmed. We're gonna go get hands on him. We got our deer dragger here too. Except I don't have a broke foot this year. He don't have to help me drag it out. Throw it off going through. Whew. I really like this drag job we got on this buck. It's about 2 feet. Is all we'll have to drag him. My gosh, what a buck deer. Good night alive. Man, I can't thank you enough, Matt, for coming and filming this morning. I don't know what to say. That's my second biggest buck ever here in Arkansas. I killed a really big deer out of that tree last year, and not really where I thought this deer was gonna be, but he, same tree. I killed my biggest buck of my life November the 9th, and here we are again on November the 9th, looking at a big old sad daddy. It's a special day, I'll tell you that.